Hello YouTube. So, I've had a busy Saturday yesterday, and last time you saw this monstrosity it was a nice healthy shade of purple. Well, what I've done since then was I airbrushed Vallejo 71.065 steel, which is that one there. Airbrushed the whole model with that, and then sprayed some of this acrylic fluid worn effect by AK Interactive, as seen on Temple Crusade 01's channel. He gave me the advice, so I thought I'd take it. And then after that, as you can see, we're at the stage now. I've sprayed it Vallejo Model Air 094 green zinc chrome, as I've done with all my other Salamanders, and now to wash it with Kelly green shade, I believe. So anyway, a quick tour of the progress so far, and as you can see here, side on, I'll be painting all this, all the green stuff that I put on black to then get it all golded up. So if I just release the camera a bit, you can see some of the weathering effect there. So if we zoom in, there we go. Yeah, it's chipped and scratched. So basically what you do with this stuff after you've applied it, I applied about 2 coats because I didn't have a lot left in the bottle, because I borrowed it and wanted to return some. So basically, apply 2 coats, let that dry, then you apply your main colour. Main colour goes on, and then once your main colour is dry, you then take, well, I took a large flat dry brush from GW. Let that focus in there. So I took that, kept it not wet, but not dry. So happy medium damp. And then just agitated the surface, like just brushing over in one direction, as so, and it came away. As you can see there though, on some places it actually went through the fluid, through the silver, and back onto the purple. So I'm just putting that down to not actually having a heavy enough coat of silver over the top. It was a bit of a trade-off because I'd already sprayed the model black and then purple, and then I'd done some detailing. I didn't want to lose too much detail, so I was quite restrained on the application of the extra paints. However, it seems to have come out alright, and I don't mind it. You could just say it was a base layer of something that they had before. You can see it more relevant there. I suppose if that was going all the way back to black, it'd probably be a little bit better, but I can touch it with silver if I don't like it. So guys, that is the story so far. Now to get on with painting the black on engines and green stuff, and then getting on with the gold, and then getting on with the washing and detailing. So guys, what I'll do is I'll keep this all one video, so I'm going to go away now, do all that. I'll come back maybe in a day or two once I've got all the work done, give you a recap, do the same again at each stage, and then put the video up on YouTube. So it might be about a week before you see this, so yay me. Right guys, catch you soon, and I hope you like the rest of this video. Hi again guys, so I've applied pretty much most of the base coating and other colours, as you can see. Nice little scenic floating sun there. So, Thunderhawk so far is pretty green and pretty mean looking. So, you see there, I've added the gold for the dragon or salamander on the side. Zoom in a bit there. As you can see, you've got little scratches here and there. So, you know, it's looking pretty effective. What I've done on most of this is, I showed you the main technique of using the big flat dry brush. What I've also been doing is just getting my fingernail and scraping along, or getting the GW metal sculpting tool. Excuse the dirty hands. So been using that side and been using the flat side just to get in on the wet paint and drag back, and it's been working quite well. So that's some of the main body of work done. I've silvered up over the engines, ready to wash it, and we've got the cockpit here. So a little thing about the cockpit, if you just take the lid off, well, the lid, top. Alright, basically you've got the two pilots in there, both unhelmed, which is the way I built it before. I'll probably keep them like that, and I've painted one completely black, ready for the next detailing kind of side of things. And I'm debating whether to make him a Raven Guard or an Iron Hands. So, you know, just to symbolise the fleeing from Istvan. So, and as you can see down in the engine there, all silvered up. And if I zoom in, see if I can get this to focus. There we go. More paint chipping done, and scratches, and so it's looking pretty weathered, pretty battered. And let's see how the green stuffing's turned out with the little mural on the side. Sorry, excuse the shoddy camera work. Right guys, so there we go. Now what I've done here is I airbrushed over the gold. It was the Vallejo gold, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but in the next segment I'll add it in. Airbrushed that on. It was a bit thick, bit gloopy, but it went on with a bit of perseverance, trying to get the flow rate right on the airbrush. So it's not too bad, done pretty well. And then I washed over with Devlin mud, so dulled it down a nice bit, and going to dry brush it over with probably some what used to be GW Citadel's Shining Gold. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Ulrich Gold or something like that. Like I say, when I come to the detailing and the highlighting side of things, I'll reiterate those colours to you there and then. So pretty much getting all the base layers in at the moment. So as you can see there, that's that steel, that's the Vallejo Model Air, 71.065 steel. Again, it goes on lovely. That was all hand painted on. So it goes on nice and smooth. That's probably just the defects in the resin you're picking up there, but paint's on nice and smooth, and ooh, excuse me. Yeah, nice and smooth and leaves an excellent finish. So I can't wait to get some washing on there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's base layers done, going in, getting some washes done. I did the gold a bit ahead of schedule, but getting the green shade on for the green areas, and then getting transfers on, getting all the detailing done, you know, just all the good fun stuff. But I'm pretty pleased with the way it's coming along, guys, so hopefully you think the same once this video's done. Once you see it all, see the transformation of the purple Thunderhawk all the way through to Salamanders green, and yeah, I'm pretty much enjoying this. It's making my week go by quite nicely. So guys, I'm going to end this segment here. I'm going to crack on with all the detailing, and then I'll come back and do another instalment. So hopefully, as I said in the first bit, this video will be up by the end of the week, over the weekend. So So hopefully it'll be a Saturday or a Sunday wherever you are, and you'll be chilling out to this video. So guys, catch you in the next part. Hey guys, so I'm back now, and right, what have I done? Well, believe it or not, it's been a little bit longer than the estimated week, so kind of lost track with where I've got to. However, I had a quick review of the previous segment, and if I move it around, I've got the washing on the las cannons, and if I lift the wing up, all down the engines, so it's kind of picking the detailing out. That was Nolan oil, so I just put that on there, and it seems to have worked quite well. As you can kind of see there, take the light off, I found an old Chaos transfer sheet of mine, 40k Chaos. So as you can see, I've added some kill markings. So all the main offenders, what is Black Legion now, but what was Sons of Horus, 3 of those, 1 Emperor's Children, a couple of Iron Warriors, a couple of World Eaters, and some Night Lords surrounding there as well. I would have put a Death Guard and Alpha Legion up there, but obviously primarily green transfers, so they weren't working out too well. So guys, there was that, and moving along, so we've got this here, and if I remove the canopy, you see my first kind of attempt at object source lighting. Interesting, not the best in the world, especially with it being greens going over green and blacks. So I've got, as you can say, a Salamander pilot and a Raven Guard. I've still got a little bit to do on him, but you know, I want to get this video done, this video up, and I'm gonna cheat a little bit and just put it up a little bit too soon. Work's been hectic, so I've got to deal with that, and then I've got to deal with a few other things, and which I'll go on to shortly. So I just want to get this up there for you guys to see, and get some feedback. So really be interested to see what you guys make of it so far. And what we'll do is, if I can just turn the TV off, as we've got The Simpsons in the background. So guys, put the canopy back on, and there we go. Excuse the radiator, it's been a bit cold over the last couple of days. So there we go, the whole profile of the Thunderhawk. I've got a new base. Basically, as you'll see on Hazard Syndrome's channel, he's going through a Thunderhawk build, stage by stage, which is an excellent idea. I haven't actually seen the video yet, if it's up. I'd like to think he would have told me if it is, but never mind, we're all busy, and I'll get around to seeing it soon. The site you went to for it showed a Thunderhawk base, and I needed a base that I could kind of use on the gaming table. So it's still a bit on the large side, but it'll do the job. So all's well with that. Just going to get some clay on it, sculpt it a little bit, and recess the acrylic rod in. The acrylic rod's something I've had for a long time. I can't remember where I got it, but I was shopping on eBay, I believe. Trent Plastics or something like that. Don't know if they're still there. But guys, anyway, that's pretty much the paint job done. And as I did say in a previous part of this video, I'll go through the paint range of what I used. So guys, very quickly, You'll see them all here. Yes, I still have the bombs to do. So, for the silver areas, it was the Vallejo Steel 065 Steel. Obviously the green, good old green zinc chrome. Got through 9 to that, excuse that. This was the gold that I used. It is just plain and simple 66 gold from Vallejo Model Air. Goes through the airbrush okay. Could be, maybe I just wasn't using enough air pressure behind it in the hose, but it went on a bit spluttery in places. But you know, you keep a good level in it. It goes on okay in the end. So great colour. Just not too sure on the application through the airbrush. Painting on goes on a dream. And same could be said for 57 black. Most of the areas on there, because obviously I'd already painted it green, I wanted to do some retouch up the blacks, and you can see I've actually airbrushed it on. It looks kind of sootish, so that's added to it all. So there we go. So it worked out quite well with that, and then I went over with the brush mainly. So excuse the clone trooper. So what else did I use? I used GW Citadel Auric Hammer Gold. That was for the dry brush after the Devlin Mud wash that I've still got laying around. So I sprayed on the gold, Devlin Mud wash, dried, and then dry brush with, I think it's the equivalent to Shining Gold. And obviously base layered with Balthazar Gold before all that. And my hands are shocking. And you know, in places Gehenna Gold as well. And green touch-ups, I used Warpstone Glow, which is the old, can't even remember what it is now. Snot green, I believe. And here we have the good old Moot Green, which was Scorpion Green, which I used for highlighting in various places. I still have some highlighting to do. And then I've airbrushed Kekelia Green Shade over the model, just to bring out some of the detailing in the other areas. So guys, that is the Thunderhawk pretty much finished, guys. So I would really like to hear your feedback on it. So we have Forge World's Open Day coming up, which I'll go into more detail very shortly. Hey guys, so what I wanted to do now was just tag on the end of that video this thing we've got going on called Grumpy Old Wargamer Convention, which is going on 8th to 9th of June. Excuse me, looking down, reading on from the iPad. And it's a weekend of gaming, painting, and a chance to meet all the YouTubers that you've seen. As well, I'll be floating around down there. I know Hazard Syndrome's going. Templar Crusades has actually set it all up. I think it's being run with Beasts of War down at Tabletop Nation. There will be a video going up a bit closer to the time, give you more precise details, but also keep an eye on Temple Crusade 01's channel, because obviously it's his baby, he's dealing with it all. So it should be a really good convention, be the first one I've ever been to. And I'm going to go down because speaking to Hazard, speaking to a few other gamers, and that there's so much out there. I only ever came in on the 40k Warhammer fantasy kind of scene, so I'll be down there probably looking to see what else is around, see where my next project may lie, away from 40k, maybe in a new gaming system. So I'll be interested to see what's down there. I was out here of Malifaux, Flames of War, you know, that kind of thing. So that'll be really interesting, really something to get into. And obviously, if any of you do go. Be great to meet you, say hi, and if, for example, my green stuff tutorial actually helped, bring an example of it down. I'd really love to see if that video has actually helped anybody. I know a few comments have gone up and said that you found it really useful. Love to see some of your work. And so that's 8th and 9th of June down in Essex. So details to follow, possibly on this channel, most likely on Temple Crusade 01. And more importantly, this weekend, Forge World Open Day. So I'll be playing chauffeur for the day, taking Mr. Hazard and Mr. Templars up to Nottingham. And should be really fun to see. I was surprised to hear it was a ticketed event, but make of that what you will. And it should be a really good day. Last year I went with the same two guys, and it was an amazing, it was a really good opportunity to see what was going on, what was planned, what was coming out. Think about it, pretty much true to form, the Necron stuff is pretty much released on time, as they kind of hinting at this time last year. So guys, this video must be dragging on for a bit now, so hopefully if I don't see you at Forge World Open Day this Sunday, I'll probably see you guys down at the convention. So you don't have to be grumpy, you don't have to be old. Helps if you're a wargamer.